Welcome to another episode on the Gadd Health Podcast. Today I am delighted to have Beaddie down. He's a co-founder at Seed. Stephen, welcome. For anyone that doesn't know about you or Seed, give me a wee elevator pitch into who you are, what you do.
Elevator pitch, okay. I am Stephen Beaddie and I am the head chef at Seed and one of the founders. We are a healthy fast food restaurant, basically, focused on just, bringing as much good quality whole foods to the masses and to as many people as possible. Ben,
It is incredible food.
thank you very much.
It is incredible food.
Yeah, it means it's food I like to eat and it's food I love to cook, and it's just part of who I am. So it helps that it's a project that I really believe in and that I love doing.
So tell me about, it's something you love doing, your passion.
Mm-hmm.
Where did that start? Give me a wee idea of your backstory. Like, for me and for anyone listening, give me a bit of the story that brought you to here.
I don't really like going on about myself. I find it a bit boring, but so
Don't be so humble.
started cooking when I was 15. Left school with no GCSEs. I did 3. I passed 0.
Okay.
I only had to go in for 3 maths, English, science, which was good. The school were pretty relaxed with me because they knew that I was doing other things. Like I was working when I was 15, and school were like, okay, you can come.
Chefing, or
I was chefing, yeah.
At 15.
At 15, yeah.
Right. So you're always
They
always
were
in the
always in the mix. I went for work experience, and then work experience was in 4th year, I think. I don't know if they even still do that. They're probably not allowed to send kids out to work, are they?
Oh, I remember I did, but it was a completely different line of work.
Yeah.
But I remember doing that. It was great.
So in wrapping lasagnas, chopping carrots, and then got a job part time, and then as in all kitchens, there's never enough people, so I was doing more and more hours, and I was like, oh great, I don't need to go to school now. So didn't go to school, but went to work, and that was, my mum and dad were great. They were very supportive with that as long as I went to work and school, actually, in turn, because I was going into school and just like,
Is that another?
it's boring, let's do something else. So they were happy enough. Had to go in for maths, English, science, but that was it, and didn't do very well in that.
Did your parents support you doing the chefing and all because they knew that was going to be your life mission?
Well, to be honest, it wasn't even going to be my life's mission. Not even. I didn't even think about it. I was just the alternative to school. Had I went to work experience in a mechanics, it could have been that. I could have been laying under cars, or if it was on a site, it could have been laying bricks. For me, cooking wasn't any. There was no passion, there was no love. I just found myself in a kitchen, and that was it. So yeah, and that love didn't develop for quite a while. It was just, first it went from getting out of school, then it went, okay, I'm making money. Now I've got beer tokens. Now I've got money to go on holidays.
Did you work between, did you work your way up the chefing ladder?
Yeah. So started the usual bottom, worked my way up. You don't make much money, but it was more than you got for in school. But I went to catering college then too, while working.
What is that like? Is it a full-time gig?
So it was full-time, Monday to Friday, and then working at the weekends. So yeah, and they were brilliant as well. My theory was shit, really bad at theory. And
you're a hands-on person.
Yeah, but in the kitchen I was because I had previous experience, so I was probably a bit further ahead than most of my class. Not better, but just could hold a knife, which is a start. People go to catering college and can't hold a knife, so it was felt good when I was in the kitchen to be like that. That's maybe where it started. It was like, oh, I'm actually okay at something here, school wise.
Was there I'm noticing that, was there a lack of self-belief at the time, or
probably, yeah. In fact, definitely. Well, I went from basically P7 to 5th year believing that I was stupid, and I had diagnosed with Asperger's syndrome as well when I was younger. So I had this. And I still am on the fence whether I have it or not, but that's what I was diagnosed with when I was in P6. So I had a classroom assistant when I was in P6, P7, and I think that just made me even more wild, because I was like,
do you feel there was like a personal rebellion against it, maybe?
Without a doubt.
Yeah.
Without a doubt. And
I see that a lot with people are trying to be controlled or something, or maintained, and there's a rebellion against this, and
I just didn't like the fact that two classroom assistants at one stage, and because the primary school didn't really know how to handle it, and then I went to secondary school, I had to go to, obviously couldn't go to any other schools that were my friends were going to. They were going to grammar schools, and that just was never going to be the case for me. So I went to a school that I didn't know any. I'm lying to you, I did know people, but I didn't know anyone from my primary school going. So I went there first day, go in, blah blah blah, classroom assistant and all, and I'm just thinking, all these people are looking at me like I'm the fucking tool bag here. They'll be thinking, what's wrong with him? Has he got something wrong with him? What's wrong with him? So my rebellion to that was, I figured out, if I make people laugh, if I'm funny, if I joke about, it distracts them from what's going on here. I am less than, or there's something wrong with me.
And do you know what, Stephen? I see that a lot. It's like there's a thing called archetypes. We talk about like the different archetypes. We can take them on to be accepted and stuff, and that's so valid. Yeah. I'm thinking your success now, do you feel was that a drive from back then? You didn't feel maybe enough, or you didn't feel like you were smart enough back then? Do you feel your success now has been a driving factor based on that, or is it just all fell into place?
Yeah, I've no idea. Well, school was one thing, but like I felt loved from, like, I've felt nothing but love. My mum and dad have loved me like more than anyone could ever love anyone. So I've never struggled with acceptance really at all.
Self-acceptance,
and even, well, yeah, maybe a bit of self-acceptance, but even in school, like I was pretty popular. Yeah. Always was, like, I was dead on. I was good at sport. It was just that thing about in and around the class where I started this stigma, and it's still, and that's what it is, stigma.
Stigma.
I didn't like that label of Asperger's and autism. I didn't like that. ADHD. All the fill in the fucking blank. Every letter of the alphabet going.
Still a person.
Yeah, so it feels like it felt then anyway, and I've done a lot of growing from them, but it felt then like, I need to do everything in my power here to make sure people think that I'm normal.
Okay, so to look into now, then you've developed along your career with the Seed. What's the mission there? Like, that you are, what you're driven by? What's the Seed mission that maybe keeps you going on the hard days? Like, what's your driving factor in life now?
For me, or for business?
Well, I guess for you, like, they're probably two different missions. But what's your
they're definitely two different missions. Yeah. People get wrapped up in their identity to their career, their identity to their work, their identity to their sporting accolades. Fill in the blank. Yeah. Their identity to be an
not my job.
Whatever it is. So it's two different things. Thankfully, mine do align.
Nice.
But So if I was like working in something that wasn't health focused, something that I felt was of service to more people than me, then that would not align with what I do. But so that's what keeps me going.
Your life's mission is in service to others.
Yeah, I feel like that what I'm doing, what we're doing in Seed as well, is important. It's important to fuel people. I find it a great honor. Like, what better honor could there be than to feed people nutritious food that's going to serve their body and support them and their families and their health.
Such a needed thing in society.
Yeah, it's no small thing. I'm not blunting it up that I'm not our Lord Jesus Christ or anything, but everyone's got their part to play.
There's another podcast, me and Simon, and talked about your purpose in life. Your purpose in life is just every day show up and give your purpose, every day. Yeah, and that's what you're doing, which is phenomenal.
Yeah, but if you're not, that when there's something off, there's something gives eventually, whether that transpires to you're feeling low, or you're taking a bit more alcohol than you should, or you're taking drugs.
Just out of alignment.
You're just out of alignment, or even wellness. There's a wellness movement that as well, that you can just keep going into that, and you can keep going and keep going and keep going. You can just get
it's all cover ups as well sometimes.
What is it like? you can't seek your way out of it.
Yeah,
Sam
yeah.
Harris said that you can't seek your way out of
But
it.
like,
All you're doing is seeking.
You just floated. You can't float your way away
Yeah.
from your problems.
Exactly.
You can't float.
Yeah.
You can't meditate yourself away from problems.
Everywhere you go, there you are.
There you are. I figured that when I went traveling, I was happiness isn't a postcode.
Yeah, it's not. It's not. It's not.
So. Coming back to Seed, Stephen.
Yes.
Where did it all start? Like, Seed is a phenomenal business. You've 3
Appreciate it.
stores, is that correct?
Yeah, 3.
There's Dungannon, Lisburn Road, and City Centre in Belfast.
Yeah.
Where did Seed start? It's a phenomenal brand. The branding's incredible. The food's incredible. The team's incredible. Where did it all start?
So it started in Dungannon, 2027. No, 2027.
That's in the future.
No, it started in Dungannon 2017. Or it was 2018. I can't remember.
Oh, good.
But Peter and Kelly Coleman, they started. Great people. They had a vision of bringing salad bars. Salad bars aren't a new thing. You know, we didn't invent this. They were huge in California and America.
They're rare here.
Well, they're rare here, but so I think Kelly's and Peter's interpretation was like, when America sneezes, the rest of the world catches the cold. So let's get on this trend, get on it early, and they did. They needed a chef, and that's where I stepped in. Okay. Yeah, and it worked out. I was working at the time. I had a great job. I was a head chef at this time, pretty young head chef, 26, but I just felt like, you know, I think this could really, really work. I think this could really work, and that was against. I said to Mummy and Daddy, look, I'm doing this here, and they were like, what? You've worked your whole life to get this
throwing your job
chef?
away.
Yeah, you're making good money. Like, I was making proper money at the time, and I was to them, I was like throwing it all away to go and start to go in and get in bed with 2 people that really too young. 2 people, one of them's younger than me, and I hadn't met them before, but I just felt that their idea, their concept that they came up with, the brand that they came up with, I thought that I could add value to that with the food, and they thought the same. So
was it
worked well.
Operational?
No,
you were a day oneer.
Yeah,
fantastic.
Yeah, the fit out had just started of the shop, as in So it was like very, very early days.
And like, you know, the first Dungannon store, was it a grind, or was it just like overnight success?
Complete grind.
Yeah,
no, it was a success in terms of, like, we were never worried about
the next customer
making payments or whatever, right? Well, maybe Peter and Kelly will disagree.
Didn't tell you.
but I felt like it was just a grind. It was just a grind, like, in terms of business. And me personally, like, I'm a chef. I'm still a chef and cook. How I spoke to people was nowhere near good enough and nowhere near acceptable. So,
do you think maybe has the 6, 7, 8 year journey, has that just developed you?
Well, I learned it very quick. I learned it in the first 2 weeks. You know, you can't speak to people like this anymore. You know, you're not in your kitchen, and this isn't that environment. And kitchens are a rough place sometimes. Like, they certainly were anyway. Like, just like fuck you, it's just a matter of fact.
I've back in the day, I was 15, 16, I worked as waiter and all, and it's horrible in them kitchens sometimes.
It can't be. Now, here, it's the best fun ever. It's like, I love them. It's the wildest people. Some of my best friends are still chefs. They're just like just a bit of, they're my people. I like it, but yeah, once you go into the real world and you're working with people and you're not in that high intense environment. See, I was wired and conditioned for, let's fucking go, food, let's cook, like them, that rush hour between at dinner time, you need to be on the top of your game or you won't survive. So that's what I was conditioned, and I was bringing that energy, which was good to an extent, to the start of the Seed journey. You know, that's how.
Is Seed different than that though? Like,
completely different. Very different.
Well,
we're not open in the evenings for a start. You know, you're working with people, you're working with younger people, a lot of part-time people as well. This isn't their career, but just in general, you just can't speak to people the way I was doing it. But yeah, so it was just a lot, and plus I was like, I wasn't an employee. I was like, you know, I was in charge. You know, it's just different. Like, the buck stops here, so you have to leave.
Walks out the door. Yeah, you
have to lead by example and speak to people the way you should always speak to them. But it was a hard lesson learned early. But I'm really glad that I learned that lesson, because it's changed how I do everything now. Deal with people.
Probably a bit of a less important one, but it's something I'm curious. Like, did the seed name come from anywhere? Or was it them set that up, or does it mean anything? Is there a brand name?
They had set that up before I got there.
Yeah, okay.
A seed is obviously like it is what it says. I don't think there's any more deepness to it.
It's cool.
It's just like, you know, this is what you put in your body is how you grow. You know, plant a seed,
really
plant a seed, and it develops to whatever tree, apple tree, orange tree.
Yeah, and you
fig
become
tree.
what you consume. You know, it's your health is a byproduct of the food you eat.
Yeah, it really is. It really is.
So look, a lot of people think seed salad. They think salads is pretty boring. Your food is not boring. What's going on? How is your food so nice? Like, honestly, it's incredible. Like, is it seasonal flavors? Is it herbs? Is it? I know you can't give me your black book of secrets, but how is the food
I
so nice?
I can. It's all in the execution. I can tell you exactly what to do. Exactly. But could you pull the trigger? I don't know. That's it. So, So why is it good, or why do you blow my own trumpet there? But salads is absolutely something that I detested. Yeah, okay. And this is what made me going into this project even more wild, especially the mummy and daddy. They were like, you don't even eat vegetables, you don't eat salads. Like I used to think that people ordering Caesar salads in the restaurant, I used to think like, why would you go out and have a Caesar salad? I could not wrap my head around it.
This money for Caesar salad.
That is the most boring thing of all time, right? Caesar salad, by the way, is our best seller by a mile. So I thought, right, if I'm having a Caesar salad, it has to be a world-class Caesar salad. If it's going on the menu, it nearly didn't go on the menu. Yeah. But if this goes on the menu, this has to be a world-class Caesar salad. Okay. And everything we do
is world-class.
Thank you very much. Everything we do is trying to make it not boring. Yeah, okay. You know, it cannot be even. It needs to be yes.
You can get a salad anywhere, but this is more than a salad.
And we work with change the menu seasonally. We work with local suppliers. Now, especially in Ireland, people say, "Oh yeah, it's all local." That's bullshit. It's not all local. We live on an island,
locally sourced, but it's shipped in from somewhere else.
Yeah. So, but we especially in the summer months, we can get a lot of stuff in Ireland, and that is so cool. So we lean on that when we can, and get it. And like this, like our strawberries, our kale. Our kale at the minute will be up to December. Will be grown 4 miles from our central kitchen. Beetroot, things like that.
And how do you source suppliers through do they contact you and offer, or do you reach out to them?
Well, we still work with our local veg man. The veg man we took at the very start. So at the very start, we would have been buying. We get our veg delivery every day. We would have been getting right. Ian, I need 4 carrots today, 6 parsnips.
He's like 1, 2, 3.
Yeah,
4.
yeah. That was literally it. Yeah. Our shop in Dungannon was tiny, so no room for any more anyway. We literally had to just prep whatever came in that day, and that was it. But now it's like, 10 kilo bags, 10 kilo bags, blah blah blah. So
it's nice that you've stuck by him.
But we're still with the same guy. Now we don't get everything off him exclusively, but it's a big chunk of it. That's pretty cool. Yeah, which is really cool, great family.
So you're obviously head chef. Are you coming up with all the menus yourself? Is that your
most of them? But
while you're meditating, or
I try not to. If I think of that, if I think of menus when I'm meditating, I'm not doing a good job of meditating. Yeah, exactly. But it's a collaboration. It's a collaboration. Everyone brings ideas to the table. Myself, Peter, Kelly, even the guys in work. Any suggestions? That we've just released our new menu. It was a Goza bowl, a Geyser bowl. Like that was. For a start, that was not my idea. Like we were talking we're just having a general conversation. Someone mentioned geysers, and they're like, "Oh, we should put that on the bowl." And I was like, "Yeah, we could give that a go. Why not?" So I do, but I come up with the flavors, I come up with the recipes, but like not every single idea is mine. Yeah, okay. Which is great. Takes the pressure off. Like I love the fact that you can learn off everyone. How great's that?
And when you come up with the ideas, is it pure just brainstorming, or are you bringing stuff from previous restaurants? Are you seeing stuff online? Is it a mixture of it all?
Mixture of everything. Yeah, mixture of everything. Like 2025 now. Originality is like, it's like to do something for the first time ever. You're good on you. It's just you can reinvent something that's already done and try to make it better. Really you don't reinvent the wheel. Yeah, you don't have to make like the next big thing all the time. Just try and improve on something, and sometimes you do, and sometimes you don't. Yeah. Is there many of them that just don't bang? Like, do you try flavors on the menu that just a lot of them do pretty good, thankfully. But like usually the vegan bowls don't sell very well, and just by. For good reason. Sorry. There's a very good reason for that. But this Geyser bowl, it's vegan and it is flying out. Yeah, okay. So yeah, I add chicken to that bowl. Nice.
Brilliant.
Of course.
Of course.
But yeah, no, the beauty of it is where we are now, like we're not so big that we're not like if something doesn't sell or it's like
It's
going
lost.
to cripple us, just change it.
Yeah.
If something doesn't work, change it. And that's for everything in life. If something's not working, change it.
Yeah. It's not the end of the world.
It's not the end of the world.
Try again. I'm gonna put myself on the spotlight here because flavor. I eat well, but it's really boring.
Mm-hmm.
So I'll stick the pan on. I'll put a bit of oil in. I'll heat it up, and mince will go in.
Mm-hmm.
Plain mince,
Mm-hmm.
some potato cubes in the air fryer, and maybe some veg on the side. It's boring. Like, is it all down to the herbs? Is it all down to the flavors? Is it different infused oils? Like, how are you getting it so nice? Like, what am I and everyday people missing when it comes to flavor around healthy foods?
I would say salt, number one.
Okay.
I would say acidity, number two. So acidity is like,
what's that look like?
it looks like red wine vinegar. It looks like white wine vinegar. It looks like a lemon juice. It looks like yogurt. It looks like sriracha. It looks like something just to give it that acidity by its nature. It's like it creates saliva. So when something's like that drooling emoji, it's like it literally creates that sensation of this is great.
Yeah.
Fat, good healthy fats, olive oils. I like butter. Some people don't like butter. I like butter, especially good Irish butter. I don't like spreadables or any of that shit. But yeah, and of course herbs and spices, like utilize them. Utilize them, and like recipes should just be guidelines. Like look at if you're putting on your mince, just look at something and go, oh, I've got this, I don't have that. If you don't abandon the project because you don't have cumin, just throw it in and use it sparingly, bit at a time, and through that you'll create more confidence, and you'll stumble across your mince someday. You'll stumble across and you'll go, oh, that tasted nice. What did I do that time? And they'll be like, oh, how about I put a little bit of extra chili powder in next time? And then you get creative. Like cooking's so much fun.
Yeah, it is fun. I'm just thinking about like my clients and people that listen to this. Like they're busy, professional, mainly high corporate women. Say they don't have time to cook. Like all those things sound amazing, but maybe overwhelming as well. Like what would be like a 3-step formula? Is it a couple of those things? Was there certain ones that are your go-tos that really bang with flavor? Or
I would, if I was someone that was tight for time, I would just get focused on one breakfast, one lunch, one dinner. Pick them 3 things. Nail them. Right, train yourself that you could do them things with your eyes closed. Just treat it like cooking is you've such opportunity. You come to the gym for an hour, you work out for an hour. You do your ice bath for an hour, you do sauna for an hour, you walk for an hour. Right? Most people need to eat at least 3 times a day, so you've got at least 3 times per day, every day, for an opportunity to cook something or to try something different.
Food is the window to your health, I say. Like people train here 3 times a week, that's 1.9% of their week. Yeah. What's the 98% else? A lot of it's eaten. A lot of it's eaten.
A lot of it's the food we put into our body. So I get it, people don't have time and people are busy and especially people with kids and stuff, but like it needs to be, in my opinion, and I know it's not easy for me to say. I hate telling people what they should and shouldn't do. But the food you're putting in your body is really important, and it's not just about aesthetics and how you look. It's like although that is a byproduct of it. Like if you eat well, you will look jacked and you will feel great, like 100%. You can take that to extremes, of course. But not only that, I mean, you feel good. Your blood sugar's regulated. You don't have these spikes of energy. Things can just be a bit more level. Like if you're ever, in yourself, you ever get a Domino's or something, like
you feel crap.
You literally feel crap. You literally, like, even the next day, it's just like your face is swollen up and puffy. And you
can't get your rings
off. And you're just not feeling up to it. Even like I was at I'm doing a retreat for Kierman as a business leader one. But anyway, they asked me to do a leaflet, and I was researching for the leaflet, and like food is so important, even for, like you were talking about, corporate women and corporate anyone who's needs to be prioritizing tasks that need energy. Like if you eat too much nonsense in the morning, that can completely fog your brain.
100%.
Like a good diet can keep you going, can keep you sharper, keep you going into meetings sharper, have you more energy. It's how you show up 100%. In the world.
Like we talk about our program High Performance Her, and it's like if you eat well, you're going to perform better. You know, so it's like
by design.
Exactly. You know, so like talk to me. Give me a 3-step or 3 meals three basic meals that a busy person could make. A breakfast, a lunch, and a dinner that's short and sweet, that's simple, balanced proteins, balanced nutrients. Like what would you eat in a day, Stevie? Like give me an idea.
What I would eat in a day would be
filet
mignon.
What's a breakfast like? Give me a nutritious breakfast.
Honestly, and this is where it gets a bit complicated because I eat. I don't track calories, but
No,
I
me
don't.
neither.
I don't. It depends how my training looked that morning.
Yeah.
It depends on my output is. I eat intuitively.
Yeah.
It's like, okay, what was the workout today? Not much. I didn't do much. I went for a walk, whatever it was. Right, it was an easy morning. I'm gonna start that with Greek yogurt. I like the Faye one, right, with the 5% fat.
Nice.
But whatever floats your boat. A bit of crunch like pumpkin seeds, almonds, nuts, toast. I avoid like the plague granolas bought from the shop. And most of them, some of them are good, but whatever. And plenty of fruit. Banana, get a banana in there for some carbs, and just much as fruit as you can. I remember someone saying to me, like, they were like, "Oh, you're looking about the fruit you eat, you know the amount of sugar you're in them," and I'm like, "Bro, you would need to eat a serious amount of apples to quantify the same sugar as like a bag of sweets." Yes, there is
Sometimes it's majoring in the minors.
more sugar in it, but like, come on, just focus on eating an apple.
Eat healthy.
Plus, how many apples can you eat?
Yeah.
Can you eat 3 apples?
Exactly.
You know, no.
Who's eating 3 apples?
Yeah, who's eating 3 apples? So they are right, but like,
Yeah.
you know, let's be real.
Yeah, be real. So a nice yogurt bowl for breakfast.
A nice yogurt bowl for breakfast, or an obvious one is oats. Overnight oats are they're hard to beat.
Yeah.
You can prep them the night before. There's so little buy-in for them.
Yeah.
And but you're missing then the protein. You want to be starting your day with protein, 100%. Ideally, unless you make them the oats with some protein yogurt, which would be great.
Thick sometimes,
yeah,
though, can't it?
It can be, but if you balance it with the milk.
Ah, yeah.
Yeah.
So that's the chef's tips. Sometimes I would do the overnight oats and then maybe the yogurt on the side.
Yeah.
Maybe that's too much for some people.
No. I wouldn't think it. I wouldn't think it. Just anything. Ideally, something that's not going to make you feel heavy and make you feel sluggish. You want to start the morning strong. You want to start it focused. You don't want to be starting your morning feeling comatose or feeling a bit too much to eat there. You know, the days of the bacon buddies are long gone.
They are gone. I think protein lower, not no, but lower, like glycemic carbs. And a good healthy fats.
Yeah.
You know, like eggs or breakfast.
Yeah, that's great. Lower is a perfect way of
it's not
describing
low.
it.
It's not low. It's lower.
It's not low and it's not zero.
Yeah.
You know, you need carbohydrates.
Exactly.
You need it. People think, I can't have carbs or whatever, and it's maybe it is. Now, there's complex carbs and simple carbs. That's maybe another conversation.
Yeah, too complicated. Let's keep it simple for people. And then like lunch proteins.
For lunch, proteins. Get a salad. Depends how much time you have. You know,
maybe a busy person working from home. Like, would you suggest they cook for each meal, or they batch cooking? You know,
batch cooking can be benefit. Some people don't like it, but like there's hacks and tips that like you can go into a shop and get. Have you hot smoked salmon? Do you know? Have you ever heard of hot smoked salmon? You get a pack of hot smoked salmon, and you can get a thing of lentils that you rip open and put in. You can roast off some veg. You know, lentils are already cooked. Throw them in the microwave. You know, they're fine. It's not. It's not a super processed food. It's just lentils. They've been made a certain way that they can't keep for long life. They're froze or something. I remember reading about it. I used to think that was all like, microwave rice and microwave lentils. You mad? That's super processed. I was actually going to do a video calling it out on Instagram. Done my homework. Thank God I did my homework. And I was like, yeah, these are pretty safe. Like they're.
Do you heat them in the bag, or do you pour them into a bowl?
Well, now that's where you're getting.
That's what I don't like. I don't like people heating microwavable meals in a microwave.
Yeah,
the plastics leak.
100%. Now you're getting. That's where it got a bit
convoluted.
Yeah,
you know.
yeah.
And again, sometimes I can major in the minors as well, because if someone's just eating a good meal and it's in the microwave, that's fine. But it's the plastic heating.
I get that, but you got to look at the alternatives. Like, what's the alternatives? You go down and get a Big Mac.
Exactly.
You know, which will be. But then the other flip of the coin is that's death by 1,000 paper cuts. Just the plastics.
My thing is, get a microwave meal, pour it onto a plate in the microwave. Fine, it's fine.
Yeah.
And then maybe there's 3 or 4 or 5 people in the household. They've just came home from a busy day at work. What's a quick and easy go-to dinner that is nourishing, that's maybe not bought out?
Yeah.
Is it keep it simple? Is it a bit more complex at dinner?
Yeah, well, it doesn't have to be complex. You can do tray bakes. I done a whole series on Instagram last week about a back to school tray bake thing, and it all were focused on protein, shitload of veg, carbohydrate. Literally, you come home, you put this thing, you put whatever you want in this tray. Like, again, there's no rules. Just put it all in. Plenty of veg, plenty of protein. I had one with chicken. I had one with salmon. I had one with halloumi. I was thinking of the vegetarians, looking after the vegetarians. Halloumi with chickpeas. Loads of veg. So there's loads of good fibre in there as well. And just put it, oil, a few spices over the top of it. Whatever spices you want. Some salt, and put that into the oven and just let it do its thing. Take it out and mix it every so often. You can literally get the homeworks done while that's cooking. Another one to lean on. What I lean on personally is mince. I like turkey mince and I like beef mince for two reasons. They're super easy. There are three reasons maybe. They're cost effective, and they're just they cook quite quickly.
They're also pre-digested. They're broken down.
Yeah, that's right. I didn't even think of that.
So a lot of people we would work with have low stomach acid, that have poor gut function.
Yeah,
and it's already broken down. It's much easier for them to digest. There's a fourth reason.
Yeah, but there's many reasons to like mince. Yeah, but so and again, play about with the spices and herbs. It's fun. Herbs are medicine too.
Your Instagram is great, because I think what I like about you, Steve, is you bring it back to basics. Like, people think, and through no fault of their own, you go on Instagram, TikTok, it's someone says meat's bad, someone says vegetables are bad, someone says paleo's the way, someone says keto's the way, someone says fasting's the way, and it's an absolute nightmare for people that aren't nutritionally aware. Your Instagram, your services say, eat a variety of whole foods, eat it in moderation, prioritize protein, prioritize nutrients, and add flavor. And I'm like, thank God someone has some sense.
Yeah, well, thank you very much. That's the exact message I want to convey. That is like, you nailed it.
Same. So that's why we're here, and I value.
For me, nothing's off limits in moderation. Nothing's off limits. Nothing's off limits. Nothing's off limits.
We had ice cream for dessert last night.
Yeah, so what? Like, so
I'm just thinking again, someone is working in town or a different city and they don't have a seed near them, what are they picking up in a local spa, that they're not having to go for a bacon bath? Like, me and Lisa would do, like, healthy picnics, but what are you picking if you're on the go and there's no seed nearby?
Well, when I'm traveling for work, traveling for this, that, or the other, I always go to this is going to be like I probably sound a bit upper class, but I go to Marks and Spencer's and get sushi.
Nice.
I get pre-bought sushi.
Brilliant.
Or I get a pre-cooked chicken and eat on that. I get I get oats in the airport. It's just when you're out in the go, it's more so, and if you're traveling and if you're busy, I would focus on, for most people, like, we are not professional athletes or bodybuilders. No. I would just focus on minimizing the damage. Yeah, that's it. Like, don't worry about knocking it out of the park. Yeah, just don't completely drop the ball altogether.
Yes.
Where is our easy wins here?
Yes. Okay.
You need to eat. Okay, so eat something. Make it better. Make a smart choice. Don't go for the shiny protein bars if you can. Don't go for this.
And their market is healthy though.
Well, they can be.
They may be better than something else.
They are part of a balanced diet. At least you're getting the proteins, but they're part of a balanced diet. It is true to say that, but like, people lean on them far too much. Like, they're
2 protein bars a day, 2 protein shakes a day, and you're like,
it's like, this is gross.
Come on now.
This is gross. There's no passengers. We're not getting the passengers you get from Whole Foods.
No. You're flat out with seed, but how do you feel like the Belfast sort of food scene has taken to a healthy fast food chain? Because it's one of the only few. Like, you're very busy, but have you had, are you growing? Have you had criticism?
Have we had criticism?
Well, I guess from other places that are maybe jealous as well.
Every day of the week we get criticism. Yeah. Every day of the week. That's something I've had to deal with. I've had to deal with for a long time. It doesn't affect me anymore at all. And there was a line, I can't remember where I read it. Maybe it was in a meditation or something. I can't remember what it was, but it said you need to take criticism and praise with this is the exact same way.
Equal.
It doesn't. It just has to acknowledge the praise. Thank you very much. But that's just someone's opinion at that moment in time. The criticism. Thank you very much. But that's just their opinion at this moment in time. And you have to try to detach yourself from it emotionally, otherwise your head will just be completely mincemeat, especially when we're doing the volume that we're doing. We're catering for the amount of people we're catering for. There is going to be a certain amount of people that think it is absolute shit.
And that's just a given.
By definition. And that is like, in terms of feedback, like it's like we feed loads of people. Thankfully loads of people come back, but like the ones that is brought to my attention are the ones that have had a bad experience or a less than experience, and we don't get it right all the time. There's mistakes. People make mistakes, and that's okay.
That's it. And are you seeing, like, does the criticism come from other restaurants?
No, it's not their face anyway, or not. But like, I don't know. I think the food scene has changed massively from COVID, particularly in Belfast, and I do feel for restaurateurs, especially. Like, corporates used to go out for lunch all the time. Like, lunch scene used to be huge. A restaurant could have made a complete fortune, and it's particularly Thursdays and Fridays. They'd done a couple of bottles of wine. They'd have done a 3-course meal. People have been taking out their clients. That is dying death.
How does the restaurants deal with that? Are they not dealing with it, or is it different?
I think a lot of restaurants have pivoted now to 4-day weeks, and a lot of them don't do lunch. They might do lunch on a Friday, but there's just not the appetite for it. And that's also because of like the rise of online ordering and Deliveroo platforms like that. Like, people can get food directly to their house. Why would you go out? Mad. I'd rather everyone win.
So where do you see the future of food going then? Is Seed doing more delivery orders? Like, is it all going to home?
Yes.
Where's the future of food, especially in Belfast?
From what I can see is it's a lot of deliveries. Like, if you go into any of our stores, you'll notice that their sit-in area is limited and very, very tight, because we need room for people to queue up. And we like it's all takeaway.
Wow.
It's all takeaway. Like, I'm gonna say, I don't know the exact number, I probably should, but I'm gonna say 85%.
Wow.
Yeah.
Is there a social aspect to that as well, though? Like, people aren't sitting down to a meal together anymore? Like,
of course, yeah.
Is it a problem? Like,
I think it could be, yeah. It's not a problem for us, but for the greater, like taking people out and hosting them and going to a lunch is like that's a good way of getting to know someone and talking to someone. But people, you get your salad bowl now. You go across the road to your park, you sit on your phone, you half eat the salad, you're half on TikTok, you're half. Am I guilty of it too? 100%.
Even from a health point of view, your body doesn't digest that the same way. You don't have the same salivary enzymes. If you're really present, you should smell it. We talk about a thing, 5, 10, 15 principle. You take 5 deep belly breaths before your meal to bring you in a rest and digest state. Every 10 mouthfuls or so, you put it down, you be present, and your meal lasts 15 minutes. That's gone. Like, as you said, they're on their phone, and I'm guilty of this too. You don't have the salary enzymes, you don't have the same stomach acid, you're not as present, you're not in rest and digest, and you're not actually absorbing the same nutrients from the food. It's crazy.
Like we were talking about earlier, it's all connected.
It's so connected.
And you can, if you really lock in, you can feel what the food's doing to your body. That's possible. That's on the cards. But I know I don't achieve it a lot.
I'm no saint either. But like, so there's a lot more takeaways, but like, again, we said you are one of the only healthy fast food. Is that changing? Is there a trend, or is it all just, is there more American fast food chains coming over? There's all these different takeaways coming up now. Is it going the wrong way, or is it going the right?
I don't know.
Hard to say. You focus on your own thing.
I really don't pay much attention to much more. I really don't. I love seeing other places open up. Like obviously here I wouldn't like a salad bar parked next to us, but like it happened. People tried fresh food, especially fresh healthy food is a hard game. Like, if you think you could just bang one up because it looks attractive, we're flat out queued. You come around Belfast city centre during the day and it's queued up out the window, blah 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 blah. It's great, but there's a grind that goes behind that of keeping fresh food. We're not just opening a bag of chicken goujons, putting them in a fryer and putting them out.
It goes off very quick.
You know, it's hard.
Yeah.
And if you drop the ball, which of course you do sometimes, people call you out straight away because it's not a very cheap product either.
No.
But it is what it is, and it's the best quality we can make it. And we are okay to charge £10 for a salad, which is sounds crazy, but we know what goes into it, and if we were taking shortcuts, I would not be comfortable doing that.
But it's not even though, like, you know, everything's gone up so much, like the inflation rate everywhere is insane. So like £10 for the size of what you get, it really isn't expensive.
It is, but I see people's perspective, like,
it is not. Yeah, you can understand.
£10, I'm eating out of a box essentially with a cardboard fork because I don't want to, because it's good for the environment. You know, it's a tenner. You know, and there's no one, like, you have to line up for it. You have to queue up for it. You know, there's no table service. You have to go and you bend down and get your own drink.
But people will pay it because it's worth it, and there's serious size to them as well. Like,
yeah, but that's another thing. Like, we want to make sure that no one's eating it and going, "Fuck, could have done an AHA bowl or an bowl there." You still want to make people feel like they've got, like, value for money. What I say always when I go into restaurants, especially more expensive restaurants, I'm like, I don't mind paying for it, like, but as long as it's good, okay, the steak's gonna be £40 or whatever it is, but okay, if you're gonna charge £40 for steak, that's pretty good. That's worth it.
It has to be worth it. Yeah. So look, Stephen, for someone listening, maybe they're on a health journey, they're starting their health journey, and they don't have time to implement loads of stuff. What's one thing that they can start to focus on with their food and their diet without overhauling everything? Where can they start?
The next meal. Yeah.
Good
one
answer.
at a time.
Good answer.
Simple as that.
Fantastic.
You forget about the big picture. Have a goal in mind, of course, but just focus on the next action. Maybe more applicable stuff would be to look at your diet and where is the lowest hanging fruit? Where is the lowest hanging fruit here?
What's the simplest thing?
Yeah, are you having two chocolate bars? Let's have one.
Yeah. Let's
start there and build from that. This whole right, I'm starting on Monday and everything is going to be different. The whole lot is going to be different. Paleo, filtered water, you know, all the whole lot. I'm going to meditate for an hour and 20 minutes, you know, afternoon, AM, PM. You know, I'm not gonna raise my voice with the kids because I'm at one with everything. You know, just forget about all that. Just
bullshit.
Do the next thing that can try to, the next thing or the lowest hanging fruit. Focus on that, and then just creep your way out. Like, hopefully we're going to be here for the next 30, 40, 50, 60, 70 years. You know, you've got a lot of time to work on this project. It does not need overhaul now, but just focus on the next thing you can do to get you closer to that.
Powerful. Personal question: what's your favorite thing in Seed?
My favorite thing about working it, about eating it.
What's your favorite thing to eat? Sorry, what's your go-to when you're on a break or you're taking one home?
I honestly all of it.
All of it.
Yeah, I just love all that food.
I was blown away when we had your food. Like, blown away.
Thank you very much.
Stephen, where can people find Seed? Like, where do they get involved?
Seed is on Instagram at Seed People, and it's. Yeah, we're open in city centre 9 to 8 to 6, and Lisburn Road is open 8 to 9. And if you're listening in Dungannon, doubtful, but we're open 6 days a week there, Monday to Saturday, 8 to 8:30 to 6.
Quite a few Tyrone people that come here. So.
Is there? Yeah. They'll all be here after this.
They will. Thank you so much, Stephen. It's been a pleasure.
No bother.
And highly recommend Seed to anyone that's listening.
Thank you very much.
Cheers.